Hello everybody, today I'm going to start on the fabric doily book that I recently received from Luscious Laces, and what I have in front of me here is what I'm thinking about using in the book itself. Probably not all of it, but this will give me something to look at and hopefully inspire me a little bit along the way. Now, this here is the actual kit that I received from Annette. And what I've done so far is I've taken out the white pieces, like this one, this, and these two laces here. And I also took the ribbon and I tea stained them. Just to soften them, because I don't want them to be bright white. I want it to look vintage. So that's the first thing I've done. This, although it's white, it's got that old white look. So I love that kind of look. So I've left that, and I've left this one here. But all the other ones I have stained up. Yep, I left that one as well. So they've all been tea stained, and I even did the pink ribbon because I wanted to soften it a bit. So that's the actual kit there. Just let me move something out of the way here. Okay. So that's the actual kit. And now what I've done is I've taken a few other things, and these are all from Luscious Laces as well. I've taken a variety of paper napkins, and Annette sells these in her store, that have some pinks and blue colours in them. Because this particular piece here has pink and blue in it. And where was that other one? There's another, oh, this one here that I tea stained. It has pink and green in it. So what I've got here is napkins with pink flowers in that may go quite well with what I want to do in this book. And this book will involve paper as well. So it's not just going to be fabric, it's going to have some paper elements in it as well. So, oh, and there's butterflies here as well. Now, I might just use that one particular butterfly there because the others are a little bit too bright for what I'm after. But there's 4 on this napkin, so that may work. Another thing I've got is some rosebuds that I purchased from Luscious Laces a while ago. These are a peachy pink colour. I don't have to do anything with those. I have tea stained up some blue and pink ones as well. I'm just waiting for those to dry, so I may use those. I have some lovely little embroidered flowers, and these are ever so sweet. And although they've got a bright white in them, as I use them, I can just dab them with a little bit of ink to make them look a little bit more vintagey if I want. So I've got those sat here to use if I want to. Now I've pulled out a few ribbons. I did tea stain this one, and I did tea stain the pink one also. I've put out some blue laces and some pink laces, and I'm quite sure this one came from a spring kit, and this one came from a kit, I think, I've got it here somewhere. I think it's a candy, pink candy or candy pink or something like that. I had the little bag, I don't know where. Oh, here it is. Is that it? Candy Mellow. The Candy Mellow kit. So a lot of these pink ones come from the Candy Mellow kit, and once again I just tea stain them to take that so they're not too pink. So I've got those, and that was just a little offcut snippet that was left, so I've got that, and so was that. I have tea stained up some of the ones that had more bright white colors in them, and so I'll be using those. They're beautiful, and these are all available at Annette's store on Facebook. This is from the Candy Mellow kit also. It's a really pretty trim, but I've just given that a slight tea stain. And the tea I used is actually approximately, I would say, at least 40 years old. My father gave me a canister of Bushells tea, and it came out of the garage of a house they purchased when I was around 11 years old or something like that. So it's old tea, and it really dyes everything really quickly, so you just dip it in and take it out and it's sort of coloured. I have some little, they were white little rosebuds, but I've popped those in the tea as well. I have some braid that I may or may not use. There's some white ribbon. I also tea stained just a little bit. If I found something took the stain too much, I quickly rinsed it underwater. A little bit of tassel trim, I did that as well. I popped that in the tea just to take that stark white off it. They are the doilies that Annette sent me also, and they are quite white, but they're that old white, so I'll see how I go with those. If I want to tea stain them at a later stage, I will, but I don't want to do them just yet. I've got all these little organza flowers here, and I quickly dip those in a bit of tea as well, just to take the edge off them. I have this little braid here. It has like a, it has a sparkle thread through it. Sorry, I forgot the word for that. Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. And I quickly tea stain that as well, just to, you know, take the pinky pink off it. There's this one here. I'm not sure if I will use that. I did not tea stain that. That's the color it is. It's like a peachy pink. It may be used. This was a very soft pink color, I think it was. Either that or I'd previously tea stained it and I quickly tea stained it again. So then I have this one that I may use, and this one was a white trim, and this is a really beautiful trim, and this one doesn't like tea staining too well, but it should be all right. It's, you know, it's a really pretty kind of trim, that one. And that's it. That's what I've got, apart from a couple of doily pieces now, and they are my own. I have a bag of offcuts of embroidered doilies. You know, I use them for various things in journals or in projects, and I just took a few out that had pinks or blue or a little bit of green on them, and I tea stained them. So they are drying right now. I also have, now this is the springtime kit. I may use the green out of that. I'm not sure. I'll just have to see how the book comes along. It may completely change. This is just what I'm starting with, and this is pretty much how I start. I sort of have something in mind, and I get a few things out that I may want to use. Now, whether I use them or not is time will tell. Time will tell. But this gives you an idea of how I start out making something. Obviously, I have the kit, and I'm basing it on the kit because that's what, you know, I'm using. And then all these things I've just sort of thrown on my desk thinking, well, this may work and this may work and this may work. And it doesn't worry me if I tea stain something and I don't use it, because most of the things I use eventually get tea stained anyway, because I don't do many things in bright white unless it's Christmas or something like that. So that's how I'm starting. Now just let me put all these to one side so I can start on the book base. Okay, so this is the book base. Oh, we also have these lovely dusty pink flowers that will go nicely with all the pinks and things as well that we can use. Okay, so we're going to take one of our pieces. You get two of these in the kit. I'm going to take one of our pieces, like that, and I'm going to take the calico away, and I'm going to cut this in half because I like to make smaller size books. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to cut that down the centre. Does not have to be perfect, not for the style I'm using anyway. If you want yours to be perfect, that's completely up to you. Okay, so now we have two pieces the same. I'm going to make my book that size, like that. But I'm going to fold it that way and do the same with this. Fold it that way. Let's just take that little bit off the end there. Do you like my pinking shears? I found them out thrifting last week. They were only, I think, $3, and they work so well. I do have a larger pair, but they're so heavy and they're really stiff. So these are wonderful, and I've been using them as much as possible. Everything is being pinked. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do my book. And then with the larger piece, I am going to use that probably as my cover. Now the calico will be covered. I'm leaving the calico on as an extra layer just because, you know, it's only a thin wadding, and by the time you start fiddling around with it, they even get thinner and thinner. So I'll take that off. You could just rip this if you wanted to. I probably should have, but I just like playing with these at the moment. It's the small things in life, isn't it? There. Okay. Enough pinking. So that will eventually be my cover. I'm going to leave the extra length at the moment because I don't know how thick it will get. Okay, so with outer cover, we have our inside piece there. That part there will be joined to the outside cover at a later stage. That will be our inside cover and our first page. And it will open up like that. And then I'll have another piece of fabric there. That will be the middle part. And then it will open up again like that. That will be the back page, and that will be the inside of the back cover. You could add another piece there if you wanted another page. If, like, if, you know, you could have another piece and add another page in the center there. I don't particularly want a lot of pages in this book, but you know, another one would be nice. You would just move that along a little bit like that and have that one there. Now these are going to be stitched in because that's the way I like to do it. I'm sure you could glue them in as well if you wanted to do it that way. So that would give you an extra page to do that. Maybe I will do an extra page. I just don't know at the moment. And these will be, you know, they can be covered in fabric, of course, as well. Like I could... Where is it? Okay, so that one, like that, is a page. That one, do I have another? What's that? another piece there, and then another piece for the back. I only need one piece because you don't need one on that side there. That's if you wanted more pages. I'm just, maybe I'll make another page, and it's up to me if I want to put it in or not. What's that? Is that big enough, that piece? Alright, so maybe that can go there. Is that big enough? And that one can go there like that. Okay, so inside of, that's a lot of pages. That's a lot of pages. And that, by the time it's full, oh, that's going to be a very, they get big quick. You've got to be careful. First page, middle page, last page. Yeah, I'm not going to put an extra page in the middle. If you wanted to, you could, but I'm not going to. I'm quite happy with just having the two like that. Okay, so we have our two pieces, and we have our larger piece for the outside cover. So that will be our first page, like that. And what I'm thinking is, there's this piece here out of the kit. It's very shiny, isn't it? I could use some of those, that on there, I guess. Is that a little mark? Did I see him? Oh, just there. Okay, that's all right. Unless I save that for the cover, a bit of the cover. See, whatever you put on the base, a lot of it will end up getting covered up. Like this little mark here. I intend to put a pocket there. Yeah, I intend to put a pocket there, so that will cover that mark up, which is good. Very good. Is that what I want? I'm going to cut it in half, actually, I think. I'm going to cut it in half. Like that. Alright, we'll have, put that there. Oops. Always have it a bit bigger than the actual page. Keep the little scrap. So that will go there. Now I'll skip the middle page and go to the back. And then this I will use on the back page, kind of like, I'll do it the opposite way this time. That way it kind of flows through the book if you're using the same things here and there. Okay, we have this lovely linen here. Doiley. We could use some of that. It's got that lovely piece on it. Very pretty, isn't it? It's got a little mark on it, which is only expected when they're vintage doilies. So that, I could have that down the bottom, like that. cutting up a little bit higher than I need to. Like that, so that hangs down the bottom of the page, like that. Put that up there. And you can do it any way you like, really. This is just what I'm doing today. Tomorrow I might do something totally different. So it's the beauty of crafting, isn't it? You don't have to just stick with one way of doing things. So that's there, there. And do we want to use some on this page here? Could use some up the top, couldn't we? Yeah. Try not to bang the camera, it just seems a little bit low for some reason. Okay, so that can go up the top like that. There. There will be a page in the middle too. Here. Like that. And that, do we have a piece of, just let me grab a piece of fabric to go there. What are we going to put on here? There's this beautiful pink here, look at that. We could use some of that. And then that starts the tone for our book as soon as we use something like that. Yeah. Okay, here goes. Crooked. I can fix that up shortly. When this is just like the play where we play around with things. Okay, so let's go back to this front one here, like that. We were having that, and I did say I wanted to have a pocket here to cover that up. We have this doily. We have this doily here. Change my glasses, I think. So we could maybe use that. Is that big enough? Need to have something across here. This embroidery anglaise could go across there like that. Yeah. Okay. Can go there. And what else have we got here? I'm trying to start off with just using things from the initial kit to start with, and then adding to it. So actually, see, I want to add some colour. Got to be careful not to just make it all neutral colours. I want to add some colour to it. Okay, what about that? I said I wasn't sure if I was going to use that, wasn't I? But that's, I could use that. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, I'm just going to trim a little bit off the end of this because there is a mark at the bottom I noticed as well. Unless it's my eyes, I think there's a mark there and I don't particularly want it there. So I'm just going to give it a rough edge down the bottom, like that. And I've got this pink. I'm trying to add some colour. Let's have a look. Could have pink there. We could have like that there. No. Like that. Now this is just the base part, remember, so things will be added on top of it. So that's really pretty, that, isn't it? I wonder if I can put that there, or maybe that can go up there to add pink. Let me think. That. Got that little pink one there. Put that across there. Then I've got this. I like that. Okay. Cutting this. Cutting this. Okay, that there. Like that. Alright. Like that. Could even go a bit higher up to the top. Like that. That's not going to be the pocket, that's just for some decoration there. What else have we got here? We have this lovely piece here, don't we? It's so pretty. Look at that. That could go there. So like that, at the top, like that, yeah. Okay, where's that? Oh, my tidy lace is now really messy. What's this? No, not yet, not yet. Got this, haven't I? Really pretty ribbon as well. No. No. How big is that? That's only little.
What are you doing up, boy?
Okay, I'm just going to leave that like that for the time being, and move on and play with the second page. These things can always change. I just like to have a little play with them first. We have this beautiful trim here. That can be cut into a couple of different trims actually. Yeah, kind of like it there. All the way up to there. Lost my scissors. Tidy that up when I put it on, if I want to. I might not want to tidy it up at all. So that can go there. That. What else do we have here out of the kit? Well, we have this one, this satin scalloped edge. I wonder if we can put that down the bottom. That might look pretty. That all the way to there. I could. That's tea stained as well, but it doesn't take as well as some of the others. Each one is different. Put that there and that one there, like that. Move it up a bit. It's going to have something there, right? Got this. It's really pretty, isn't it? It could go there on a pocket, I'm thinking. There. Like that. Maybe you need to make a pocket with something. Got that. Oh, but then I'd like to use the flowers for that. How big is that? No, not that. I'll save that. Need to use it. Got that. Could use that. So, no. Still have this as well. I could use that corner. Oh, I know what I can use. Sorry. Where's that? I could Oh no, because that'll get lost, won't it? If I use that there, that'll get lost. Actually, maybe I won't use that there. Maybe we'll use this as the pocket and add to it, perhaps. Have that there. Like that. Oh, these scissors. Yes. Like that. Like that. I want to add to that. What am I going to use to add to that? I can use a bit of this, I guess. That. No. This. That, and decorations probably go on last anyway. What about that? It's pretty, isn't it? Hey? No? Very elaborate pocket. Very, look at that. Very elaborate pocket. Maybe not. Maybe just two of them. Like that. Roughly at the moment there, and I'll put some sort of ruffle down there, I think, if I remember. Yes, and then here okay, let's go to the next page, shall we? That's, is it going there or there like that perhaps? Something like that. Okay. I'll just take it like that, I think, and take it like that. Time being. Actually, I wonder if, rather than having it the same as the first page, why don't we turn it this way and have it that way instead, just making it a bit different, like that. That, yeah, I think so. Cut that off before I change my mind. Cut that a little bit bigger than I need to cut it. There. Oh, we haven't used any blue, have we? What about this one? This one's beautiful. Oh, this one's lovely. Look at this. And it stained up so pretty. It just looks really old, doesn't it? That blue. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, so pretty. There, that's my son. They're on school holidays again, so you may hear him in the next few videos. It's just the way it is. Look at this, isn't this lovely? Oh, so pretty. What does that look like under there? I wonder whether that, because I want a bit of colour coming through. Bit of colour coming through there. I wonder if that could... Is there another blue here? Or is that the only one I brought out? I think it's the other one, isn't it? Yeah. Just or the pink, because there's the pink here as well. Okay. It's kind of like a collage. See that? Oh, it's... like that. I wonder if... I need to just concentrate more on the bases at the moment. So pretty. Just want to make sure I use it. Oh, there's this one. This one's pretty. Look, very pretty one. That could always go on at some stage as well, couldn't it? Yeah, it could. Okay. I think I am going to take a break now.